song on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got a, and a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we've got the Chargers' burner at wide receiver. He had a nice showing in last week's contest, 112 yards. It's the Chargers and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Throwing. Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got a few guys as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him. And I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Purdy. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Taken down at the 42. This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Purdy now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Purdy looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Purdy's throw on target to Godwin here. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready. Ready?
First down, Love to pass. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Love. And this is caught Jameson Williams, 41 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Love now to pass on 1st down. That's complete to Laporta. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd down. Love. From the left side, caught by Laporta. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30. Working out of the gun. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Love now on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Out of the gun, Purdy. There's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Back to throw, Purdy. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 97 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Purdy.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Jamison Williams,
57 yards.
and the Broncos are pouring it on.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
27-yard line.
Now Love will try with his legs. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get. Welcome back now to Denver. Here's a 2nd and 8. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1st down going to the air with Love. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Going back to Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, Love to pass. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
As
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
To the air again, Love.
That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Purdy looking to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. Christian Kirk. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. But Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as he was added on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Purdy with one final shot here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And when you break it down, well, this was just a